So guys, the biggest reason I like used trucks is they are cheaper. Yes, I understand that the repair costs are going to be more on them. So you're going to have the occasional belt go out. You're going to have some wear and tear items. You still got to pay insurance on them, which your insurance is going to be lower. You've still got to pay tags on a new truck, which tags are a lot higher than on a used truck. So when I show you this analysis, I'm going to take into account, okay, there's going to be, you're going to have to do, you know, brakes more often. You might have a transmission go out. You could have a motor blow. But I'm going to walk through the numbers and just say, okay, if we're making payments on 5 brand new trucks or 6 brand new trucks versus 5 or 6 trucks that are paid off and are older, what's the difference and what's the cost savings, and what can I do to take those cost savings and improve my business or invest in other things. Another reason I really like used trucks is in our business, lawn care and landscaping, nobody pays a premium for a brand new truck. You cannot show up to a residential customer and charge them 20-30% more to pay for your nice new truck. That's just not how the market works. Customers will pay what the market value is most of the time. Yes, they will pay a little bit of a premium for better service, but just because you have a brand new truck, that has nothing to do with your service level. So if you show up in a brand new $50,000 work truck, they'll be like, oh, that's nice, but the customer realizes that they're paying for that. So if you're trying to get a premium price and you show up with brand new equipment, the customer's gonna go, I don't know. But in my opinion, if you show up with a used truck, and when I say used truck, I'm saying you can find really good trucks you can find a really nice work truck for $10,000. $10,000. The trucks that I've spent the least amount of money on, $5,000 to $10,000, have lasted me the longest and done me the best. My more expensive used trucks that I've never spent more than $21,000 on a truck in 10 years. My higher cost trucks have cost me more, which is it seems backwards. But anyways, you cannot charge a premium because you have to make a payment and make more money. Also, if you're an owner operator, it's a little different because, you know, that truck's going to be used for personal use and work use. I'm a fan of having my 6 to 7 dedicated work trucks pay for my personal vehicle. So I think that those trucks go out, they get the crap beat out of them, they go out, they make money, and then they pay for a nice personal vehicle that, quite frankly, can sit most of the time because you're going to be driving one of your old work trucks during the day, going to appointments, stuff like that. So the thing is, if we could charge more for brand new shiny equipment, it might make sense. But in my market here in Iowa, what I found in the last 10 years is people want reliable service. So they want you to show up, they want you to be on time. If there's an issue, they want you to fix it. So I will be 110% honest. In 10 years of doing business now, I started with a snowblower. I literally started with a snowblower. I put it in the back of my S10 Blazer SUV. I had a big Aaron snowblower with rams, folded down the tailgate, lifted up the back hatch, and drove around in blizzards with that doing driveways. So I've started from nothing. I did not start with a fleet of trucks. But I can honestly say that in 10 years, I've never had a breakdown of a vehicle that has cost me enough time to go out and buy a brand new vehicle so I don't have to deal with the headaches of breakdowns, if that makes sense. So guys, after we take a look at this analysis of a used fleet versus a new fleet, I think we're really going to see that there's some good cost savings to buying used trucks. Now, what do those savings mean? Well, if you spend $50,000 on a truck that'll do the same job as a $10,000 truck, let's say you can take that $40,000 that you're saving, that you're not paying for a brand new truck, and you can take that and go leverage that into something else. You could either buy another truck. You could buy five $10,000 trucks for the price of one $50,000 truck and produce 5 times the amount of work than you could with the one $50,000 investment in a truck. So you can save your money and put it in the right places. You can really increase the revenue of your business without strapping yourself financially with large payments. I actually had a buddy tell me, I was looking at some used trucks, talking to him about it. He actually told me, hey man, why don't you just go lease a truck? You can get a lease for $800 a month for a truck. He does it. I told him he was nuts. I'm like, that math does not work. $800 a month. I mean, you're talking 10 grand a year just in a lease payment. That's not insurance, that's not fuel, that's not nothing. I mean, that's quite frankly asinine if you ask me. All right guys, so what can we do with the money we're saving by buying used equipment and not paying new? You're not taking the depreciation hit on it. You're not making a bunch of high payments with higher insurance premiums. So your business is an asset. An asset generates income. So you can take that, let's say you save $30,000, $30,000 to $40,000 by buying a used truck versus a new truck. What can you do with that $30,000? You can market your business more to grow it. You could buy another truck. You could put a down payment on a shop. I mean, $40,000, you could put a down payment on a building and move into a shop of your own and move out of your house, you know, operating out of your house, and move into a shop that's going to allow you to grow your business and create more income. What else can you do with the $40,000? Put the money away and leave it for a rainy day. You know, have that money in the bank and just have it there for a rainy day when something breaks down, or maybe you want to go on a vacation. Take a vacation. You know, you can do a lot with the money saved. And I get it, guys. There's another thing that people struggle with is, I understand, I love equipment. I love brand new equipment from a cool standpoint or an image standpoint. Sure, it would be sweet to drive brand new equipment. That'd be awesome. But financially, getting a return on your money buying brand new equipment just does not make a lot of sense in the lawn care and landscaping industry, with it being so cutthroat. Your margins are so thin on a lot of your work that you've got to be able to save money. And how do you make more money in your business? You make more money in your business by one of two ways. You increase the revenue of your business to make more money, and you decrease the expenses and the cash going out of your business. So if you can say you can, instead of buying a brand new truck and spending a bunch of money on it, say you take that money that you were going to buy on one truck, say you take the $50,000 you're going to buy on a new truck, $40,000, whatever it is. I know it's not always $50,000. And you buy 3 trucks for the price of one. You have now just opened up your company to triple the amount of revenue and work that can be produced with the same investment. You can have 3 trucks running for the price of one new truck. So think about that, guys. I mean, that's just kind of the logic behind it. That's what the logic I've used. Like I said, I'm going to go in, I'm going to take some pictures of the trucks. I'll show you the market value of them. I'll show you how much income we're producing across the board, kind of per truck. And then I'll run it as if I have all new trucks, making payments, and we'll see what the cost savings are. Alright guys, so I just showed you my fleet of trucks. I have 8 vehicles. I have 7 dedicated work trucks and a Jeep Wrangler. What I did in the video is I just put a quick picture of them, put an estimated market value on the trucks, and I'll get that all added up for you. So I have basically 6 dedicated work vehicles that go out and actually perform work with crews. I have a little Toyota pickup that I picked up not too long ago to be a daily driver to and from work. It doesn't go on, it doesn't pull a trailer. It'll go to appointments if I need to. I like it. It's small, gets great gas mileage, it's cheap, it's reliable, and guess what? When I show up to a property in it, customers definitely don't question whether I'm overcharging them or not. When I show up in just a very basic truck, it kind of basically negates the automatic judgment factor that happens with every single, and they will judge you regardless. They're going to judge me on the truck I drive regardless, but at least it's not some pimped out brand new truck and they're having the thought, hey, they're paying for it. So what I did is I added up all 7 dedicated work trucks, and that comes to $45,500 in work trucks that I have between 7 trucks, guys. Now, my Jeep Wrangler is basically, it was a daily driver. I got away from that because I didn't want to be driving around in a Jeep Wrangler all day doing appointments. It doesn't fit the business. I was putting a ton of miles on it. I wouldn't recommend it. So I bought the little Toyota to basically do the job that was doing. So now that sits in my garage until I want to take it out. I'll take the top off in it. I take it off-roading. I take it out to Colorado, Utah. It's my fun vehicle. So basically, the $45,500 I have invested in those 7 trucks, those go out and work and pay for my Jeep Wrangler to sit in the garage. And also, since it's a Jeep Wrangler, the value holds really well on those things. I'm not putting a ton of miles on it, so the value of that Jeep Wrangler is going to hold pretty well over the years. So, point being, 9 vehicles, including my Jeep Wrangler, $70,500 invested. Now, if I were to say, you know what, I'm just going to go all brand new, or I'm going to buy a brand new truck, replace these 7 for the next 7 years. So if I were to go out and pay $50,000, guys, a brand new pimped down F-150, list price is like $55,000. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to assume I go out and replace the brand new truck that's going to cost me $50,000. That's $350,000 for 7 vehicles. I'm going to assume I'm going to put this on a 6-year, 72-month term. My payment, this is with no interest, for 6 years for all these, if I were to replace my entire fleet, would be $4,800 a month. Take that times 12 is $4,861. Take that times 12, that's $58,000 a year in payments. That's not fuel, that's not insurance, that's not tires, that's not regular routine maintenance. That's literally $58,000 to operate those vehicles. Ridiculous. Now, I understand that you're going to have potential maintenance issues, blow up, stuff like that with older trucks. I get it, guys. That's the debate between new versus used. So let's just say each truck craps out, and I've got to put average of $1,500 in 7 trucks every year. Even if I spend $12,000 a year on keeping those trucks running. Now, guys, I'm saying these are breakdowns. Whether you buy a new truck or a used truck, you still have insurance, you still have fuel, you still have tires. That's all the same. But the repairs and maintenance unexpected, I'm saying is going to be $12,000 a year, which is pretty consistent with what I've been running in the past years. So let's say $58,000 less the $46,000, or I'm sorry, $58,000 for brand new trucks versus the $12,000 in repairs and maintenance. That's a $46,000 difference every year. $46,000 times 6 is $277,000. So guys, $277,000 in savings from buying new versus used is big money. I mean, you can do a lot with $277,000. You can go out and buy a shop. You can grow your business. You can buy more trucks. You can do a whole host of things with it. So my point being, guys, let's just, let's break this down for even just one truck. Okay, guys, another point to be made is the fact that one truck versus 5 trucks for the same investment, the one truck's going to cap your income. You can only do so much work with one truck. So if you spend $50,000 on a brand new truck, you're only going to get so much work out of it. What, maybe $100,000 in work a year? These 6 dedicated work trucks can produce about $500,000 in work a year. So for a $45,000 investment, all the trucks, it can produce $500,000 in revenue versus one $50,000 truck producing maybe $100,000 a year in work, 125, even if it's 150,000. The numbers on the used fleet just make a lot more sense. So I have 7 trucks at a value of $45,000. One brand new work truck would be more expensive than that $45,000. And here's the thing. I can do 7 times, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do 6 times the amount of work for the investment of versus one new truck versus used trucks. Guys, it just makes sense to go used. So if you guys have any questions, I'm just pointing out the numbers to them. I know I'm wrong. I'm sure I'm wrong in some areas. I'm not saying I'm completely 100%. This is right, but this is just the math behind new versus used. So let me know what you guys think. Leave the comments below. If I missed something or if you got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I appreciate you guys watching my channel. As always, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching.